And my name is Sofia. There's only 2 days left to vote, so be quick so I can reach 4,000 in time. Or I would lose and not go into round number 3. That's the cause and effect. So, thank you in advance for that. Let's do some vocabulary learning. News. That's the first one. It's spelled N-E-W-S. News. It's a noun. It means new information about something that has happened recently. The next word is popular. It's also the second word. It's spelled P-O-P-U-L-A-R. Easy, right? It's quite easy when you spell out the syllables. Pa-pu-lar. Popular. It's an adjective. It means someone is liked or enjoyed by many people. A large number of people, like 100, it's not that popular. Invent is our third word. It is spelled I-N-V-E-N-T. There. It's a verb. Someone invented something, like Thomas Edison. I think Abe Lincoln did too. Who invented the light bulb? Thomas Edison. Who invented PCs? Bill Gates. So those are inventors, and they invent stuff. And it also means to produce or design something that has not existed before. The fourth word, which is our next word, is interview. It is a noun. An interview. Well, it's an interview, but it can also be a verb. Someone is interviewing, like a reporter or journalist interviews. So that is a noun and a verb. And its meaning, well, let me spell it first. I-N-T-E-R-V-I-E-W. It means a meeting, often a public one, sometimes private, which is at a journalist or reporter, asking some successful guy questions or some unsuccessful guy questions in order to find out in their opinions and facts about them, like crazy facts and general knowledge about them. Well, the next word, also the fifth word, is channel. It is a noun, and it's spelled C-H-A-N-N or a double N-E-L. It means a television station, like you go to one channel, like channel 1, it's a television station. Well, if you go to number 3, it's also a television station. All the way up to 56. They're all television stations. The next word, also the sixth one, is entertainment. Entertainment keeps you unbored, occupied, like accompanied with some entertainment. Well, you like to read a book, play with Legos, watch TV. They're all entertainments. Or like work on a machine, ride your bike, lots. They're all entertainments, but riding your bike is both entertainment, both exercise. Well, let's spell that word first. Entertainment. The next word we got, entertaining. Not entertainment. Not another entertainment. It's entertaining. The core word is entertainment, but there's a branch word called entertaining. Quite similar to spelling. Let's spell it. Entertaining. Just change the MENT to ING. It's easy, right? Yes. It's an adverb. No, it's an adjective. Adjective. It's interesting and amusing. Makes people want to watch it a lot, or do it a lot, or etc. The next word is play. It's quite easy. You think it's playing Legos and playing in the sandbox, but play has another meaning. But let's spell it first. Play. Play. So it's a noun, not a verb. It is a piece of writing performed by actors in the theater, or television, or studio, or radio, etc. The next word we got is actor. It is a noun and it's spelled ACTOR. Actor. It's a person who performs on the stage, on television, or in films, movies, especially as a profession, etc. Like in the camera, in the film and movie are almost the same meaning. So let's go to the next, and then we have studio. It's great. Like a radio studio, a TV studio, or like a studio, a football studio, etc., etc., etc. Actually, it's all etc., I guess. Well, a room where radio or television programs. Okay, let's spell it first. STUDIO. Okay, I split it in half. It's also a noun. Well, it's a room where radio or television programs are recorded and broadcast form, like movies and films, etc., etc., etc. Well, where music is recorded. That's a sound engineer! The next word we got is microphone. It's a noun and it's spelled MICROPHONE. I got a little confused on that part. It's a noun, as I said, and its meaning is a device that's used for recording sounds or say something pretty loudly to a very, 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 very big audience. Well, it could make your voice louder. Next page. We gotta flip that pancake up. Next word, fascinating. It is not an adverb, but attractive. Well, it's spelled FASCINATING. Fascinating, and it means extremely interesting or attractive. But this dictionary is not good. Well, the next word is costume. It's spelled COSTUME. So there's 7 letters in that word. It's quite easy when you divide it into half. It means, well, it's a noun first, and it means the clothes worn by actors in a play or a film or a movie. The next thing is guest. It's not guess the word or hangman. It's guest. Guest. And it's spelled GUEST. Well, it's also a noun, and it means a person who is invited to a particular place, like a lump of sand. I think so. What? Or organization, or to speak at a meeting, or like a chat show, TV drama. Lots. Next thing, conversation. Well, when you write it, it's like conversation. When you write it, it's like that. But when you pronounce it, turn the T on and say to say and shin. It's like station. But if we add a T next to the S, it will become stations. But we won't do that. Well, it's spelled CONVERSATION. Pretty long word, but pretty easy to spell. It's 12 letters long, if you don't know. It's a noun, and it's an informal talk involving a small group of only a people or only 2. The activity of talking in this way. The next word. It is host. It's not host. It's host. HOST. It's host. Well, it's a noun. So many nouns in here. It's a person who introduces a television or a radio show and talks to guests. We just met that word a few minutes ago. It sounds like that. It seemed like that. Well, the next word we got, skater. It's spelled SKATER. Skater, and it's also a noun. And it's a person who skates for pleasure or as a sport. It could be ice skating or patent shoe skating, like the wheeled shoes, like that. Well, the next word we got is get rid of. It's actually 3 words. The first 2 words and the last word are all easy to spell. G-E-T. Put a big space bar into it. A big fat space bar. R-I-D. Rid. Get a big fat space bar and put it in there. Next. O-F. Off. Get rid of. But it's of, not off. So, those are the 2 big fat space bars I put in there to make 3 words. Get rid, and of. It's a idiom. Idiom. It's like, this cookie tastes like a lump of sand. It's not like you're tasting a lump of sand. It says that the cookie is disgusting. So it's like that. That's the example of an idiom. And the meaning of get rid of is to make yourself free. Well, of somebody or something that is annoying you or that you do not want. You want some poop in your house? You must get rid of that right now. The next word we got is carry on. It's spelled C-A-R-R-Y. Big fat space bar O-N. It's actually two words, as you know. Well, it's a verb, and it means to continue doing something. The next word we got, modest. It's spelled M-O-D-E-S-T. So I split it into half, but no big fat space bars. Well, it means not talking much about your own abilities or possessions, but it's an adjective. Adjective. Well, violinist is the next word we got, and it's the third one of the three last words. Well, it's a person who plays the violin. Well, by the way, it's a noun and it's spelled V-I-O-L-I-N-I-S-T. Split it into thirds, but no fat space bars. Well, it's a person who plays the violin, as I said. Well, next word, the second of the three last words. It's called TV drama with a big fat space bar. TV, like in television, write it in capital letters. And then put a big fat space bar and then write D-R-A-M-A, drama. So that's TV drama with a big fat space bar. Well, it's a play for the theater, television, radio, etc. 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 The next thing is applaud. But in many people clapping at the same time, that's called an applause. Well, it's a verb. People applaud. Well, but actually a noun is applause, not applause. So it's a verb. So let's just spell it first. A-P-P-L-A-U-D. Applaud. And it's a verb, as I said. It's meaning to express praise for somebody or something. So that's the end of our vocabulary funny show. Well, it's the end of our humor spelling show and vocabulary show, of course. It's filled with humor. Go watch another video. So that's the end of this video.